So now Kevin is back, and he's also a fantastic driver in strong condition, and I think the next one should be a fast one, so it's very good to have Kevin on board. Yeah, the beginning seems windy, but after we have to cross to go and get a new wind in the south, and then we supposed to get some strong wind, of course, and but it's quite far, and yes, it could be very windy on the next for the first week, of course, and very high speed.
Yeah, the double points is a real interesting one. We've talked about it in our team, and I don't think it's really going to affect how we sail the race. I mean, you always try to go out and win the leg. I think the double points is just going to mean that, you know, people are disproportionately happy or sad when we get to Melbourne. But there's a lot of things that we take into consideration with risk reward. It's not only the points, it's the fleet, it's the fact that we're not going to be hauling out in Melbourne. It's you know, the heavy conditions in the Southern Ocean, because, you know, you don't want to get into a situation where you've broken the boat. So you know, the double points will kind of, I think, average out over time over the course of the 3 legs at the end, but, you know, maybe not. But it's not really going to affect how we approach it. Yeah, I mean, it's tough. I mean, the adage is, you know, to finish first, you must first finish, right? And nobody's going to win every leg. You know, we've had 2 legs, we've had different winners, and consistency is what's going to win it, but you always set out to win. So, I mean, I think, you know, we have a lot of experience on our boat, and we got to kind of trust that experience in the southern latitudes. It's nice to have some guys that can look at a cloud and be like, you know, it's going to blow 45 in that one, not 25. You know, it really helps the sail choice and making sure the boat stays in one piece.
Yeah, I think we just should first of all remember it's still late spring, beginning of summer, and the winter has just passed in the southern hemisphere, but the water is just bloody cold. But I think the most frightening thing actually is the depressions are still so strong. So if you're getting hit by a depression and then you get a front passage, well, better brace yourself on, because just the amount of pressure what is in the air is just humongous. And of course then the water temperatures, it all depends, because we have in the ice gates, which of course is nice because we hopefully don't encounter any ice. But if the water is like 2-3 degrees and you get a southerly breeze, there might be even hanging the little ice picks off the mast sometimes. And we experienced it in the past. But just the pressure of the breeze is just, yeah, it's crazy sometimes. And we know just from the races what we did in the old days, from Cape Town to Australia, this is the leg where the most damage always have appeared. And we know the boats are bloody strong this time. They're way better than we ever had before. But still, things can break. And what Charlie just said, if you arrive in Melbourne and you have a breakage, you might have a double point, a pretty good one, but then you are screwed for the next one. So that balance it's very important. I don't think there's tension, but I think the most amazing thing, what always stands in my eyes, if you do a maneuver in a lot of breeze, and everybody over here knows how it goes. You have a certain routine, but just imagine it's 2-3 degrees on deck. There's a huge amount of same cold water coming over. Your fingers are frozen because you can't keep your gloves on, and just the amount of gear what everybody up. And sometimes it's like a zombie movie. I sometimes smile when you see just everybody moving over the deck. Everything goes in slow motion. Of course, you still try to do it as fast as possible. But it is, I sometimes have to laugh about it because it's crazy what we do.
I know, well, my crew are very adamant at reminding me to which way are we going? To go the right way when we head down. But yeah, no, it makes a big difference, and it's a great forecast. And I've got 70% of my crew this time have never been in the Southern Ocean. So shoulders are responsibility, but I've got good support in Liz and Martin. And we'll keep the boat and the people in one piece, and hopefully I can slide up the chairs.
Well, when you're going to the Olympics, you're feeling fully prepared and on top of your skills, and going out now to the Southern Ocean, to something I've never been before, definitely puts a lot of pressure on myself, because I have absolutely no preparation to go to what I'm going to. So, but I think if I can survive the first week, it will all be fine.
You know, I've had experience in the 49er before, trying to get that last little nth bit of speed out of the boat, and it's been the same now. But as Martine said, this next leg's going to be a new challenge. I've never been to the Southern Ocean, so it's pretty exciting, really, to think that you're going outside your comfort zone or outside of what's been normal for you. So, you know, for me personally, this is really the start of the race where I sort of feel like you're actually going to be doing it properly. Obviously, leg one we were still in Europe. Leg two was the first long leg, but now we're here and we're ready to roll. Yeah, I think I'm lucky that I got a lot of people on my team that's been there before. So, I'm never shy to ask them for advice or that sort of thing. And obviously there's quite a few Kiwis that I'm close to that I've talked to about, but I don't really think until you get there that you're going to know exactly what it's like. So that's exciting to know you're going into something that you've never done before, and you're going to learn every day. And hopefully we can just make the boat go fast like we have done, and keep doing that for a couple of weeks or a bit over, and we'll be in Melbourne in no time.